All right, Coach, from one of the loudest venues in the NFL, there's a look at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Today we continue on in Wild Card Weekend with a great AFC matchup between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Kansas City Chiefs. The battle for the Lamar Hunt Trophy begins as we're underway in this AFC Wild Card game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Now a handoff looking right. And he powers his way up past the 30. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
All right, Brandon, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90. Black 58 rail. Black 58 rail.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. First catch of this wild card game for a 1,000-yard receiver in the regular season. He's got a first down, too.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Miles Jack there to make the tackle.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ace, ace. Z, 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 Z. Ace, ace.
Now Mahomes. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. His first catch of this wild card game, and it's good for a first down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Ready. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Ready. Green 39. Green 39.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Left, 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 left. Slow, slow, slow.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Yeah, baby. Woo!
It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And they'll go on the ground. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains. Mahomes now on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
They'll run it with Johnson. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. And one of my favorite coaches, you say, son, if you could darn near lay down near the end zone and get in, give me my best power running play with my best back right now.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? Now here's Mahomes, escaping the pressure right. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill from 6 yards away. And the Chiefs take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. First carry for Leonard Fournette. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now Griffin on 2nd down. Looking long for Westbrook. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the Chiefs are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10. So now here are the Chiefs as their offense makes their way back out onto the field. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run in the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Tackle that time by Ronnie Harrison. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39. Hut. Hut, hut.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a 1st down. Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The good run on 1st down followed up by a not-so-good run on 2nd down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And that's why you spend a 1st-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
2 1st downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
So. Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Yannick Ngakoue in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. To throw, it's Mahomes. It's complete to Chris Conley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. They give him a gain of 37. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Certainly making his presence felt in both the pass and the run game. He's having an impact.
Yeah, his first carry of the game right there. He had hurt him with his arm. Now he's showing that he can shuffle the puppies as well.
Here we go. Blue 45. Blue 45. Ace. Ace.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
He's going to get it running right. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal.
Slow. Ace.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. A great effort there. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs are able to grow their lead.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of the times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
That'll be taken in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him. All right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. 2nd down, a little more productive than first. 7 yards on the gain. It gets him to 3rd and 3 now. From the gun, it's Griffin. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's 4th.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. And out come the Chiefs now. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Left, 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 left. Z, 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 Z.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And Hill with it over the middle. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
On first down, Mahomes. Screenplay, Johnson. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
Mahomes will bring him up 1st and 10. And he's hit on his first 9 passes now in the ball game. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's going to take this across midfield into Jacksonville territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
Mahomes hit. He lost the football. And did the Jaguars come up with it? They did. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back with more AFC playoff action after this timeout. Fournette, a first down carry, and he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
After the penalty, it's Fournette. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. Give the tackle to Hassan Reddick.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. Here's a give to Fournette. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 3rd down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And an extra DB here for the Chiefs on 3rd down.
Pass situation.
They go read option with Griffin. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
And Gonzalez puts this one through. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So they recovered the fumble, but ultimately could not take advantage of the short field.
Definitely a lost opportunity right there. I mean, they were in prime position to put 6 on the board. Ended up settling for 3.
And now here comes Kansas City. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Left, 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 left.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. And he takes this one down almost all the way. Way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here we go now. Blue 45. Blue 45.
Mahomes now on 1st down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long.
Here we go. Green 90. Green 90.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A little eager there coming in from his outside linebacker position.
You think the hard count got him there?
Yes.
Maybe that extra hut, you know, that extra emphasis on it. Got him to jump, and they picked up 5 yards.
Ace, ace.
Mahomes to throw on 2nd down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit. And another 1st down. And with just 4 seconds left in this 1st half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. And the kick by Butker is good. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Out come the Jaguars now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Slow.
Again, it's Fournette. At 5 yards on the play there, as the drive will continue.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go. And now on the pitch, the ball's loose. And I think the Chiefs have it. They do.
That feels like an accumulation of the pressure we've seen all game. I mean, he's been on the turf a whole lot because of sacks. Eventually, something else happens as well, and this time it was a turnover.
Yeah, caught up to him. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. And they'll run it here. And room there to work it inside the 25. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here we go now.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That catch moves him over 100 yards now for this wild card game. And a 1st down as well.
And another thing that makes the comeback route really effective is that oftentimes after you've made the initial move, receivers breaking away from the defensive back, and that makes it a really tough play to defend. A nice chunky yardage picked up there.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Here we go. Blue 45.
And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Dontari Poe. With a great push up front, he picks up the sack and a loss of 8. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack for Mahomes and company.
Z.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. Left side, it's Dorsett. And now a fumble. The ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now, I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule, where the offensive player fumbles the ball, it goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy sideline, and use him well.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
We all know that teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Trying to get the run game going. This is Fournette. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. A gain of a yard gets them back where they started. Now it's 3rd and 10. Not the start to the drive they were looking for. That run doesn't do much at all.
No, not at all, and it leaves them with 3rd and long. And you know, this is the time of game where these drives really, really start to matter. They've got to make some moves.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. On 3rd down, Griffin. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target in the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find him. Find him.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. And now here comes Kansas City. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
On play action, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, Dorsett. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very solid gain of 27. They'll run it now out of the gun. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
49, working from the gun, Mahomes. Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's taken down inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Dontari Poe in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company.
Ready. Green 90. Green 90.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And he's gonna go down again. Dontari Poe able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. So now on comes the field goal unit. And wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And they're not going to get the snap off. This might back him out of field goal range. So that'll back him up 5. Here's the Chiefs punter now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He'll send this one into the Midwestern air, and it's a good one. The Jaguars getting set to go and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys, win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win second down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 1st and 10, it's Griffin. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to Arrowhead. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Play action. It's Griffin. He's going to air one out. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Credit the secondary and credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10. And now here comes Kansas City. This crew had to punt last time they had the ball, but when you've got a lead like this, you content to play the field position game?
You are to an extent, especially if you like your defense, because you have the lead, you've been controlling the game. But why put them in a tougher spot? You want to get out there and get something done on offense and maybe take command of this game yourself.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
He's going to loft one deep left side here. So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Green, 39.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Left side complete, Safarian Jenkins. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Back to throw now on first down. And a scary incompletion, almost picked off. It would have been their first INT of the game. Instead, second down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Oh, he caught it. Just couldn't get the feet down. Couldn't get that toe tap sequence, right? I was ready to call him tippy toes if that one was completed.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he finds Safarian Jenkins. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Looking to throw. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Hassan Reddick, tough to handle on that blitz. He gets him for a loss of 5.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
He'll drop to throw. He completes it to Julio Jones. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your #1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Past the 20. The open man is Shark. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A big 3rd down conversion with a gain of 28.
Now let's go.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Julio Jones, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Jaguars get a score closer. And, partner, they found a gap there on the post pattern, and it was in the middle 3rd of the field.
And that's really difficult to do because ordinarily the safeties are back there to prevent that happening. But they found the opening and exploited it.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Right back to him on first down. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this fourth quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the fourth quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with third and still 7 yards to go. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. This is caught by Hill for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his second touchdown of the afternoon, and the Chiefs add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Butker now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And now out come the Jags. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They go play action here on first down. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A very solid gain of 27. So now first and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 44-yard line. He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Looking deep for Julio. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up third.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered covered. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. So now third and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll look to throw. Now he'll let it go deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. So now following the big play, they've got a first and goal all the way down at the 10. They'll set up to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss him? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
Now he'll look to throw here on second and 10. And he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's third down now. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at third and 10. Now back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
Detroit! Detroit!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Austin Seferian-Jenkins from 10 yards out. And the Jaguars make some inroads here on that deficit. Gonzalez to add the PAT. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And that will shave one more off this lead. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Chiefs are going to make the recovery. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Ace! Ace!
Now they try the right side here. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here.
Ace!
Now Mahomes. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to warrant a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Back to throw now in his own end zone. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off here by Anthony Hitchens. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
Even after that big-time return, it's not looking great for them today. But if nothing else, even if the miracle doesn't happen, they can turn to this play and say, hey, we can move forward. Maybe it's a building block for the rest of the season.
And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Trying to get it there to D.D. Westbrook. And it's third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll drop the throw. And he'll be hit from behind and taken down. Chris Jones coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it'll be fourth down. Here's Thomas Morstead now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and taken just inside the 10-yard line. And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. Well, they're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. He said they were poised to make a deep run in the playoffs this season, and it's off to a terrific start with a win here.
And once you get to the second round of the playoffs, your goals have been met in a big way, and now you can start to think even bigger.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. The Chiefs victorious here as we say so long from Arrowhead.